Hello everyone, this is Dion Sol. I hope everyone is doing well, and as you see before you, we are staring at the 737-200 by FlyJSim over here in YellowKnife, Canada. And what we're doing, or Northwest Territory, could be Northwest Territory, but I think it's Canada. But anyway, so we're coming from, we're going to go to YellowKnife, and then we're going to go to San Diego, California. And let me jump on over here, and there is our elevation profile. We're going to take off and just climb up to altitude. They're having me go to like 32,000 feet or whatever. I might be able to get it in this airplane, but with this current build of X-plane, usually it's been a sweet spot for the 737-200 has been right around 28,000 feet or 29,000 feet. Every now and then I can get into the 30s, but it's very rare. So we'll go 28 at front, and then we'll go from there. And then just kind of cruise on around, and then get to top of descent, and then just head on down into San Diego. All of our terrain is way down there, just a little bit above 10,000 feet, between 10 and 15,000 feet. So once we're that high, I don't have to worry about any kind of any kind of terrain and whatnot. And this is a Flight Jobs flight, and what we're doing is just make a little bit of scratch for Flight Jobs, and there is our route. Our route is in order for me to be able to accommodate this route, I will be using the GTN 750 2D version, which I wish FlyJSims would incorporate the GTN 750 into the aircraft. It would make things a lot better, at least for me anyway, because I like the GTN 750, but that's just my own personal preference. So will it ever happen? Probably not. I did have a guy that I reached out to that would actually put in the GTN 750 into the 737-200, but unfortunately he does not have a copy of the airplane, and I wasn't going to buy him a copy of the airplane at $69 just so I can have the GTN 750 installed. So we just have to use the 2D to sum up. So anyway, so we're going to go ahead, and as you can see, we're in a cold and dark state with the APU going there. And we'll go ahead and just open everything up and just kind of simulate this thing up, and we'll go ahead and get going and make this happen. And then of course the passengers will come in from over there. But we're in a little early right now. We're just trying to get things started up here. So we'll go over here and go ahead and open the doors, and we'll go ahead and open up the front door first. Kind of hard to see when it's dark like this, but that's just the way it is. It's kind of cool. It's got that little light right there, but I wish that light would be showing some reflections and whatnot. Turn on the flashlight there, and once you see this thing come out there, then we'll go ahead and climb on inside, and there we go. And we'll go ahead and get on inside here and get everything started. So we'll go ahead and put that on right now, and then there we go. Got that taken care of there. Now go ahead and bring up the GTN 750. And our first waypoint is going to be the ZF. Then it is going to be direct to LU, Lubick, I guess. And then direct to Y, a lot of directs, YZU, and then BZ X IV. So that would be what? BZ. See, that's 10. And then so that'd be 40, I guess. Because 10 or 90. And then, I don't know. My Roman numerals are not all up to par, but anyway. And then from there, we're going to go to Jetway 517 all the way down to edges. Just still didn't look that far, but okay. Then edges. And from edges, we're going to go direct to DNJ. And then from GNA to BAM. Doing a lot of directs. BAM. And it's going to be Battle Mountain. This is going to be that one. And then direct to CIB ET. And then direct to, and then it's San Diego. KSAN, San Diego. And then our procedure is going to be arrival. It's going to be Hubbard 1. And it says Hubbard. That's interesting. Here it's either LAX or this one. So I'm just going to have to pick this one. Or if I go LAX, we can go over LAX. That's fine. Let's just do LAX. And then the runway is going to be 27. Procedure. And then we'll runway 27. Sure, we'll do Lindley. Why not? So we're going to come around. And that may or may not work. We'll see. And this will be all adjusted anyway once we get down to the neighborhood anyway. The winds may change to 9, you know, or 9 for all I know. We got 4 hours on this, so what's going to happen is I'm going to start the flight, get up to altitude, and then we'll just do a musical montage once we get into the neighborhood, and then we'll do the landing. You know, real simple. I'm just going to, but I have to do the flight on my part, so. Anyway, way it goes. That's the fun of it. So, we got that set and ready to go there. Everything is set on the GTN 750 that I can tell. And so I don't have to get a crashed desktop. I'm not going to use Pilot to ATC because my computer's been acting up with Beta 8 in combination having, you know, recording the video and this and that and the other. It's just been a pain in the butt, so we're not going to do that. Go ahead and set everything else up here, excuse me. And we'll go ahead and get ready to go. We'll go ahead and make up a, let's say ATC gave us that one. And like I say, we're going to start off initially 28,000 feet. And if we can get up to the flight levels that Debrief wants us to get to, then we will do it. And we're taking off at runway 10.
Glide slow. Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain. Up. Airspeed low. Sink rate. Pull up. Terrain. Pull up. Don't sink. Don't sink. Too low, terrain. Too low, gear. Too low, flaps. Too low, terrain. Glide slow. Bank angle, 100. 50. 30. 20. 10. 500.
We're taking 102 passengers, no cargo other than their luggage. And that's it, because we had to go kind of light because I had to load up fuel. I had to put, according to Debrief, I had to put 98, let's see, I had to put 14,600 kilograms, because I'm doing everything in kilograms, just to make things easier for me in this particular case. 14,600 kilograms of fuel because of the distance, which I think they're overkilling on fuel. I think the fuel calculation is overkill, but I know with Debrief I'm going to have plenty of fuel if I put in the block fuel, so I'm not tripping on it. All right. Okay, then we don't need that anymore. And the next thing I need is to get rid of the ground power unit that's sitting out there. And I'll tell it to hide it. And there it goes. Should be gone now. And then we'll just go ahead and get ready to go here. So it says 33,000 feet. We're going to do 28. And it is 100 feet. And we'll take the cabin pressure up to 7,500. Good to go there. Boom, boom, boom. All right. I think for the moment, we're going to start this thing pretty quick and get out of here. Make sure everything is on. One thing I don't have on is my pack, so turn that on after we get the engine started. All right. Look outside, make sure everything is good. We're going to assume, because it sounds, that the passengers are all loaded. And then we will call for a pushback. Okay. Climb at 230 knots indicated climb until you get 10,000 feet, then I'll pump it up to 250. Alright, so we got good to go there. Alright, so let's go ahead and call for a pushback.
Hey Captain, let me know where you want this thing.
And that's where I want it. It's close enough.
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
Alright. Turn on the seatbelts. And we'll just get him connected up and make sure everything is set here. We are taking off at runway 10, I believe. So, because of runway 10, it looks like we're just going to have to back taxi down and turn around. Looks like. Let's make a U-ey.
All right. Looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
Very good. Let's go do this. Go through the views here. Make sure everything is on. Up. This one is up. Got the moon out there in the distance. Okay. Clipping a little bit there.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Toes connected, bypass pins inserted. Go ahead and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go. Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
And we need to load up flight jobs and get paid for this flight. That's the only reason why I'm doing it. And it says everything is good. Go ahead and hit engine number 2. We have to flip on the, there we go. Might help if I do that. And we get 20% on our N2. Once we get to 20%, we can introduce fuel and then wait for the oil pressure light to go out on engine number 2, and then we can start engine number 1. Oil pressure light went off. Starting to settle down. Go ahead and switch to that one, and then we'll go over here and put this onto low ignition.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake. And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Alright, 20%. And disconnect him.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the left. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Thank you, sir. You do the same. Have yourself a great day. Okay, so we are considering here, so let's come right around, hit alpha, get on the 10, and then that's it. All right. Release parking brake, let's go. A little bit of movement here, we are heavy. We got a lot of fuel. And because it's so dark outside, here in the real world, I gotta turn down my lights here so I can actually see. What's interesting is Active Sky for XP says we've got clouds here, but then I'm looking out and I'm not seeing much in the way of clouds, so we'll figure. But hey, whatever. What do I know? I just pilot a simulated aircraft. Sock says I should be going the other way, but yeah, with beta definitely with beta 8, X-Plane 1140 beta 8 is fix the nose wheel trim pretty much. Okay, we're all set. We got flaps to 4. We got everything going. I think we can just go ahead and just go. Rock and roll. God have mercy on our soul. It's going to be a fast one too.
knots. E1, rotate.
Flight auto register failed.
Righty. That was a little hairy. Didn't have much room on that runway. Definitely did not have any room for failure, I'll tell you that. And we're at 4,000 feet. We'll go ahead and switch over to GPS mode. And there we go. There's the airport way out there in the distance. Not much to see here right now. Because of FlyJSim modifying the autopilot, it's not liking the fact that the GTN 750 is trying to control the autopilot, and that's why you see the jittering with the with the yoke. Just the way it is. I just ignore it. Go about my business. That's all I can do. Go ahead and kill the APU now. We need that anymore. Like I say again, we're heavy on fuel, so I'm not too concerned about us not having enough fuel. And that was good, good, good. the autopilot going back and forth. Alright. It's climbing now. Well, you can see the clouds right there a little bit. Back up on our throttle or our thrust levers a little bit. Dash cam. We're in the water right now, flying over the water. We do have life rafts aboard. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And I'm slowly just skimming the clouds right now. Very cool. Rock and roll. Guess we can go ahead and increase our speed to 250 knot climb. Indicated airspeed. Currently burning 1900 gallons per hour at the moment. Yeah, like I said, I wish FlyJSim would integrate the GTN 750 and put it right here in the same spot where all the other navigation stuff is. And like I said, I did have a guy willing to do it, but like I said, I'm not going to buy the airplane for him, and I do not want to compromise my copy of the airplane because this is mine. Now, I paid for it. $69 is a lot of money to spend on an airplane, like I've said before, but hey, this airplane's worth it, I've said before as well, that this airplane is worth the $69 you pay for this aircraft, because FlyJSim has done an outstanding job with this airplane. Alrighty, as we keep on climbing. Guess I don't need the tail light anymore. Now that we're coming 20,000 feet. And we don't need those lights anymore either. Pressurization looks good from what I can tell. So far so good, so. We do have a 57 knot headwind in our face right now. That's why we're only doing 290 knots at the moment. And I'm about out of coffee. Go back on the thrust levers a little bit. Keep it up, keep that exhaust gas temperatures down so I don't burn up the engines. And now let's continue to climb. Let's see, Debrief is telling me that they want me to be at 31,000 feet. Until we get, well, it's a long way though. Yeah, 31,000 feet on the initial cruise, and then when we get to that BZXIV, they want me to be at 32,000 feet, and then at edges they want me to be at 33,000 feet. I'll just pull it in. I'll just put it in here for reference. So they want me to be at 31,000 feet right here. And then edges. No. Sorry, that was incorrect. It's supposed to be at 32. Then when we get to edges, then they want me to be at 33. I don't think I'm going to make it, but we'll give it a shot. Yeah, see, it's going to say FU, and that's fine. So 32,000 feet it is. So we'll settle at 32. And it looks like when we get to LAX, when we're going to start to descend like a mad dog. We'll try 32,000 feet, but I really don't think we're going to get there. We'll have to burn off some fuel. I'll go ahead and put it in the system. See, they're saying we're going to run out of fuel, which I find that hard to believe. But we would right now because of the fact that we are, climbing. So that makes sense. Once we get, we're at our fuel efficiency. And I'll change. We'll be there in 5 hours. Which again, that'll change once we get up to altitude. YellowKnife is down here, and just rock and roll. As we're going into the stratosphere. Not really. don't have any ice detection yet, so that's a good thing. Alright, well we made it 28,000. I think I'm going to hold at 28,000 for a little while. We'll burn some fuel off. And then I'll just climb in the course of my, musical montage. We'll get to higher altitude through that point. So, static this display here, and enjoy the musical montage. And I will catch you guys back here in a second. Combat landing. Should be a lot lower than what I'm at, but it's okay. We're going to go for it. Yay! Actually got down in one piece. I'll take that minus 23. I'll take that minus 23. That was a good one. I have to replay and watch that one. Now let's go over here real quick. All that's up. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Very nice. Okay, brake set. Oops, I don't need that. I just need that. Very good. That was a good landing. We'll go ahead and offload. Finished. We got completed for the flight. That is good. Now what I want to do now is I want to go back and watch the landing before I turn everything off. Let's go back and watch the landing. How about... Hope that's too far. Okay, that's about as close as we're going to get, I guess. Let's spin on around. And I need to switch to external view. Tower. Let's see if it's going to be San Diego Tower or it's going to be somebody else's tower. It is going to be somebody else's tower. Okay. Not close enough then. That's a bummer. Okay, there's San Diego. Now we're at San Diego, so now I'm going to slow it down. Go back over here. I want to watch the landing. In order for us to see this glorious landing, we need to go over here. See, we end up going wheel stop right around over here somewhere. So we'll put it right about there. We'll put our viewpoint right here. You actually can see the airplane. All right. And then unlock the camera just a little bit. Go up a little bit. There we go. And play. Zoom in. Here I am banging the sticks. Looking good, looking good. If I can just do this all the time, I'll be a happy camper. Float the plane a little bit. Make a nice soft touchdown. See? Float it just a little bit. And just about touch. And there it is. Nice, nice landing. For a change. Actually, that was a screenshot right there. Get a little bit of the ground. One more shot from a different angle. Right there. And pause. Hey, I got a good landing. I'm going to milk every bit of it. Floating it just a little bit. He was so soft you didn't even. There's a little bit of noise. Reuben H. Space Theater is right there. Okay, so the Reuben H. Space Theater is right there. Been there a few times. Air Space Museum in my youth. Yeah, it's a shame the frame rates are so bad. I need to upgrade my computer. Just can't afford it. The way it is. Little 5-year-old computer just can't handle it. It's Interstate 5. Very good. Well, thank you guys very much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, because I enjoyed making it. Definitely like, subscribe, and of course, also, if you guys feel it's worthy, you can just donate it to my PayPal channel. I greatly appreciate it. Any kind of support is most appreciated. Share it with others, that kind of thing. You know, it turned out nice flight, nice long flight, but it turned out really, really well. So, again, definitely appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch you guys next time on another exciting X-Plane Adventures. See you guys. Bye.